For years, the global automotive landscape has been defined by established giants, with Toyota representing unwavering reliability and Tesla embodying the premium, futuristic vision of electric mobility. In a significant shift, two Indian automotive powerhouses, Mahindra and Tata, have executed strategic moves that have sent ripples of alert through the traditional strongholds of Japan and China. This development is neither minor news nor a speculative fantasy. It is the result of a calculated long-term preparation that has been methodically unfolding behind the scenes. The evidence is now so pronounced that the world's leading automobile corporations can no longer afford to overlook it. Where India was once pigeonholed as a manufacturer of only affordable, budget-conscious vehicles, it is now making decisive advancements in electric vehicle technology that pose a direct challenge to global incumbents. The new electric vehicles from Mahindra and Tata are not merely product launches. They are the vanguard of a comprehensive transformation encompassing the entire ecosystem, from battery innovation and vehicle platforms to integrated software and scalable manufacturing processes. This analysis will delve into aspects that corporations typically treat as proprietary strategy. We will examine the specific methodologies being deployed, identify the true battlegrounds of this new competitive era, and consider which entities may wield substantial influence in the global EV sector in the near future. It made consumers realize that the same corporation they had relied upon for generations was now producing capable electric cars, transferring that deep-seated trust to its new EV portfolio. This inherited credibility became Tata's most formidable asset. Mahindra, conversely, adopted a complementary, yet distinct approach. It demonstrated that electric vehicles could be more than just compact city cars. They could be powerful, stylish, and adventurous. Leveraging its entrenched and trusted position in the SUV segment, Mahindra applied that expertise and brand identity to the EV space. The collective effect of these strategies has been to diminish public apprehension about EVs while simultaneously amplifying excitement and acceptance. The fundamental strength of both companies lies in their innate, granular understanding of the Indian context, the road conditions, traffic patterns, economic sensitivities, and the cultural psyche of consumers. Foreign automakers often approach India as just another sales territory, but for Tata and Mahindra, it is home. This deep-rooted understanding is why their EV offerings often resonate as more practical and tailored to local realities. Today, these two corporations form the robust backbone of India's EV market, and the nation's electric narrative would be incomplete without them. They're engaged in far more than just selling cars. They're constructing an entire supporting ecosystem, including charging infrastructure, service networks, localized supply chains, and, massive scaling capabilities. This holistic approach is why the world is now realizing that India did not arrive late to the EV game, but rather timed its decisive move with strategic precision, building diligently while others were making, honestly, louder proclamations. Mahindra's new EV strategy exemplifies this sophisticated approach. It represents not just the launch of another car line, but the development of a complete, flexible vehicle architecture. When consumers hear the name Mahindra, the immediate association is often with rugged, capable SUVs. In the electric domain, however, Mahindra is really redefining itself. The company has begun competing by conceptualizing EVs not as isolated products, but as integrated, scalable platforms. This foundational strategy is what has generated significant interest in global EV circles. Crucially, Mahindra has moved past the idea of merely launching disparate models. Instead, it is creating a cohesive, reusable system built on four interconnected pillars: battery technology, software, electronics, and scalable manufacturing. This modular philosophy means the core technology deployed in one vehicle today can be evolved and efficiently implemented in next-generation and subsequent EV models. This forward-thinking, platform-based approach is a hallmark of maintaining long-term industry leadership. Mahindra's focus is firmly on a born electric design philosophy, meaning its vehicles are conceived and engineered exclusively for electric propulsion from the outset. The company deliberately avoided the shortcut of converting existing petrol or diesel platforms into EVs, operating on the clear conviction that to build authentically for the future, one must start from a clean slate. Two electric vehicles have rapidly elevated Mahindra's profile on the global EV map. The first is the Mahindra XUV.E9, formerly known as the XUV.E8. This model is significant because it showcases Mahindra's ability to produce EVs that are not only eco-friendly, but also premium, technologically sophisticated, and competitive with international brands. It features a substantial range, a spacious interior, and a cabin design that invites direct comparison with global players, signaling Mahindra's ambition to cater to a worldwide customer base. The second vehicle, the Mahindra Bead-05, formerly Bead-05, captured widespread attention for its radically unique, futuristic, and sporty aesthetic. Designed with a younger demographic in mind, the BE-05 communicates that an electric car can be an emotionally compelling choice, not just a pragmatic one. Its concept and production versions have accordingly attracted notice from international automotive media. However, the true strategic depth lies not in the models themselves, but in the underlying technology. Mahindra has positioned the battery not merely as a component, but as the central defining element of the entire platform. The battery pack is engineered to be adaptable, allowing for the future integration of new chemistries, enhanced energy density, and faster charging capabilities without requiring a complete redesign. This grants Mahindra crucial flexibility and speed in development. Furthermore, the company has placed a major emphasis on software, recognizing that modern EVs are essentially computers on wheels. Mahindra is investing heavily in over-the-air update capabilities, advanced digital interfaces, connected vehicle features, and AI-driven systems, ensuring its cars can grow smarter and more capable over their lifetime. Finally, scalability stands as Mahindra's potent strategic strength. Once a versatile electric platform is perfected, it becomes significantly easier and more cost-effective to build EVs of various sizes and market segments upon that same foundation. This is the proven model employed by leading EV companies in China and the United States, and Mahindra is now positioning itself to compete in that very league. Therefore, Mahindra's EV strategy signifies more than the story of two cars. It marks the commencement of a systemic approach that could establish the company as a formidable global EV player in the coming years. Underpinning this entire industrial shift is a critical, often understated advantage: proactive government policy and support systems. The Indian government's approach to EVs has been characterized by systematic, long-term ecosystem building rather than forced overnight transformation. Policymakers understood that for EVs to succeed, the entire supporting infrastructure required simultaneous development. This philosophy is materialized through a suite of subsidies and incentives designed to make EVs affordable for consumers and to give manufacturers confidence in market demand. A parallel massive focus has been on developing charging infrastructure, installing public chargers in cities along highways, and promoting private installations in residential complexes. These incremental steps collectively have a monumental impact on practicality and consumer confidence. Clear policy direction has also empowered Indian companies to plan and invest for the long term, encouraging investments in local battery pack assembly, motor manufacturing, and component supply chains. This localization, drives down costs, increases supply chain control, and enhances future scalability. Furthermore, proactive state-level policies, offering additional tax benefits, registration discounts, and support for charging stations, have ensured the EV movement extends beyond metropolitan hubs into smaller towns and cities, fueling a broader national transformation. The government has also initiated work on skill development and training for the new technical roles required by the EV industry. Importantly, India's policy framework has been persuasive rather than coercive, offering options and building reassurance, which has resulted in steadily increasing adoption rates with minimal public resistance. This synergistic alignment of stable government policy, industrial investment, and evolving consumer acceptance forms India's hidden strategic advantage. From the outside, growth may appear organic, but it is propelled by a coherent and quietly effective plan. When policy, industry, and customers begin moving in unison, the resulting change is not merely transient, it becomes deeply embedded and sustainable. This is why India's EV ecosystem is not just emerging momentarily, it is taking firm and decisive